See the warmth of his eyes and his strength, his touch to hold on for good. Feel the reach of his love that he gives to us as his friends. We know he's the man that we need when we're scared. He's our guardian. We believe in his trust. No fear. Hear the sound of his voice as he heals with heart and his soul complete. He's the man that we need when we're scared. He's our guardian. We believe in his trust. No fear. He will take any fight till the end. In the highlands he serves and protects. When we're scared, he's our guardian. We believe in his trust. No fear. He's the man that we need when we're scared. He's our guardian. We believe in his trust. No
Hello. Yeah. I'm here. And for some reason, we're playing Kerbal Space Program. Right. Oh no. Sorry. It looped for one horrifying second. It looped. I don't even know why, but it's happening. This is what we're doing. So bear with me while I launch it. This is very close to being a Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. You have no idea. Bear with me while I launch this game. Don't need it. This stream was so close to being many things, but for some reason I just saw Kerbal Space Program and was like, yeah, why not? Right, I think that's loaded enough for me to switch scenes. See if that worked. It worked. There we go. I don't know why. Although I am immediately rethinking this, but I don't know. But I just need something laid back. Something that I can, like, pick up and drop. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh. Bear with me. Oh, no, no. Okay, good. Right, so I suppose the first choice... This is quite loud. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Here and here. Yeah. I'd say. So yeah, the first choice I'd say is, do I do a new career, or do I continue what I have? Which I think is around the point of getting to the moon. Waffles tea. Yeah, okay. That's helpful. Let's arrive both. Right. Oh, you're just in time to decide. Oh, this is very loud. Ah. Okay, good. No, how do I turn the music down in this game? I was just I was asking, demanding. Okay, that's all good. Decide if I should start a new career or continue the one that I've got, which has me. In fact, let's see what it's at. Let me just see where this is. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I want the one that tells me what missions I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm around on the save. I'm around about exploring the moon. I don't know what this game is. It's a game where you go to space. It's really good. It's also very loud. I might find the master volume switch. I think I'm going to continue this career because getting started takes a while, and I kind of want to just jump into it. But I do need to refamiliarize myself with what I was doing. So there is a ship currently orbiting. I've also got an orbiter orbiting, so let's just quickly see what that was doing. I think it's just a satellite, isn't it? Oh, wrong button. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a satellite. I can control it, but it wouldn't be of any use to me. In fact, I can't control it because it's out of radar range because it's occluded by the thing. Right, okay. Back to the Space Center, please. So, what is our current objective according to this? I think it said explore the moon. 2 seconds. Audio options. Let's turn that master volume down a little bit. So my texture quality should be better now. Sorry, just checking my settings. Mission control. Tell me if it's too quiet now. So we've got a couple of rescue missions. So yeah, current is explore the moon, which is simply head to the moon and pass by it, no risk at all. Alright, so it has to fly by the moon and return. I see. I could do that. There's also this ship. What's this? Is this might have been from a previous rescue mission. Is it just empty? Yeah, it's just an empty ship orbiting the planet, so I can delete that. So delete that. Terminate. So I've only got one ship in space at the moment, and I don't even have any debris in orbit. Wait, we're around Earth. No, this is Kerbin. It's like Earth, but different. This system has 2 moons. And then these are the planets in the system. So there's Moho, which is Mercury. Eve, which is something else. Nothing. Duna, which is a Mars analog. Dres, which is a Ceres analog. Jewel, which is Jupiter. And then Elu, which is Pluto. So, right, let's see if I can make anything to fly. So I did have a lunar orbiter ready to go. Oh, that's the probe, I see. So, no. Well, it doesn't say it had to be a manned vessel, so I could send something up to, let's see, fighting there. Lunar orbiter. So what else have I got here? I've got the absolute boy, the absolute lad. What's the absolute man? Okay, these are just my prototype ships. You know what? Let's just do something from scratch. So, Moon 2. Oh yeah, look at them go. They're working away. Right. Oh, actually, sorry. I have to back out because I need to see if I've got anything I can unlock research-wise. No, I don't. Some better rockets would be nice. Should I make a probe? 2. Right. Fly by the moon, gather scientific data. So I've already actually done those 2 objectives. I just need to return to Kerbin from a flyby of the moon. Which... Hold on. Does this ship have parachutes on it? This satellite. The lunar orbiter. Can't tell. It does not. Okay, so this cannot come back from space. It's just stuck here. Right. Never mind then. Right, we're going to have to build a whole new ship to fly to the moon, pass by the moon, come back, and land on Kerbin. And we'll make it a probe because I don't want to risk lives. So we'll use this. So the way a rocket works, it needs a little... I'll need a radio antenna on it. So there. Then we'll need... Oh, we need parachutes, that's kind of important. star shot. A fireworks launcher. Huh, interesting. Oh, that's off center. That's good enough, I'd say. Right. Well, we'll put the parachutes on the... So we need something for control. Thing. Reaction wheel, that just gives... That lets you control the ship, yaw it, without having to fuck your day up. Then we need a little fuel tank. Just do that. Oh, that's alright. I don't know how much fuel I'm going to need. We'll go, you know what, we'll err on the side of caution. And then we'll throw liquid fuel engine. So this will be what will be coming back to Earth, basically. It doesn't even need much instrumentation because I've already done all the science experiments, but I'll throw a thermometer on it because it's basically free. Oh, batteries, that would help. Let's throw a battery just under there so it can maintain a charge. We'll also need solar panels so it can stay powered. You know what, I'll just put them there. Looks nicer there. Yeah, measure like it's basically yeah. Where's my thermometer? There. Throw that just one, please. Just throw that like there. It'll be fine. Oh, we could put a barometer there as well, so we can measure the pressure in space. I'm sure we'll get some very interesting findings from that. Right, so this is the stage that is coming back to Earth, except for the fact that I haven't put parachutes on it yet. So let's do that. Radials. There we go. And it's going to need a heat shield as well. Where's there? But then, that'll be a problem. Because if that's there, then obviously the thing won't be able to fire. So let's rethink this. Right, we might have to jettison this. So we put that, if we put a little baby heat shield here, and then that underneath it, and that means the parachutes. That means this is going to get abandoned with the rest of the ship. So if we just put parachutes there. That's looking alright. And then we need something called a separator or decoupler. No, just the smallest. I need the smallest one you got, please. So that'll fire off. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I didn't name this. It's the Moon 2. I'm pretty sure this is all royalty-free music. So you've probably heard it on YouTube videos before. Oh, no, I was right the first time. What's this? Engine plate. Oh, right, that's like if you want to put multiple engines. But I don't need that, so. There we go. So that's our first phase done. So let's do that. So this should have enough fuel to get us by the moon, and then it should get us to the moon, around the moon, and back. I'm just trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. Not really. These before I move to the next phase. Nope, so the next bit is the lift phase. This is the bit that's going to get us into space. I could put a cowl around it, can I actually? To make it look a bit more aerodynamic. I might not have that unlocked yet. Oh no, no. No, because you can get something that you can like cover all this up with, basically, to make it a bit more nice looking. Make it look more like an actual rocket. But I don't think I've got those unlocked. No, it'd be under structural, I think, but there's an adapter and a structural fuselage, which is just a thing. Right. So launch stage. Let's put some fuel tanks. So this is the bit that's going to be doing the heavy lifting. So we'll say 3 fuel tanks, a swivel engine. Where's the Dubatep? I don't know. Righto, and then we'll put some wings for aerodynamics. Because getting out of the atmosphere in a drone ship is very difficult. We should go here. And lastly, couplers. And then we'll have our boosters. And those are on right. Oh, that did that perfectly the first time. Right. So, oh wait, struts to hold it all together. Beautiful. That looks alright. So, we should hopefully have enough to get us into orbit and then around the moon. So what will happen, this is the staging thing here. So first let's sort of drag that together. So what will happen is these 3 engines will fire first and lift us up. Then once these solid boosters are depleted, I'll hit the button that will cause them to detach and they'll fly away, so that'll shed the weight. And then once this is all burnt up, I'll hit that one. I've got a staging problem there. So yeah, so then that bit will detach and I'll leave this bit, which will be very light, which hopefully will be in space by the time that this is detached. And then this will get us all the way to the moon, around the moon, and then back to Kerbin and landed. Also, I just noticed a clipping issue, which I'm going to fix for purely aesthetic reasons. Not to do. Don't care that much. Right, here goes nothing. Doesn't need a crew because it's unmanned. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I need before I try to launch this damn thing. It's not going to be a very stable launch pad because it'll be balancing on this thing, but that's just going to be how it is. Right. To the launch. Oh, it's a night launch, that's what I like to see. Right, let's get our resources up. Let's... Okay, so that's throttle up, throttle down. I'm trying to remember the buttons. Oh no, I think I just rolled the ship. Because I haven't played with old controls in a while, so I'm trying to remember what button activates. So space is staging. I don't want to hit the space bar, I know that. That will cause my ship to immediately fall apart. R? No, R is for RCST. Wait, we don't have an SDS module. Oh, that's going to be fun. Oh, so I'm going to have to fly this thing myself. So there's a thing called the SAS module, which basically is like, it's not an autopilot, but if you set it, it will lock your ship to a certain position. So it'll try and use the engines to automatically hold it at that position. But this doesn't have that, so I'm just going to have to fly it manually. This is going to be a disaster because I've also just realised something else. In fact, we need to scrub this launch because I need to change something. I need to go back to the vehicle assembly building. Because these solid fuel boosters are at full power. And I don't want to. I want them at about 55%. Because I don't want them burning too fast while we're in the lower atmosphere. So, if they burn too much in the lower atmosphere, it's just a waste of fuel. And let's see if I can... Do I actually have a reaction? I do not have a SAS system, so I'm going to have to fly this myself. Well, here goes nothing then. Right, save. Wait, oh! There's different launch sites? Oh, that's cool. When did they add that? I've got to check those at some point. What game? What the fuck are you doing, Paul? Okay. I didn't realise we've got different launch sites now. When did they add those? Oh yeah, cool. The desert launch site, very nice. Right, up we go. So we'll throttle up to about 2/3, that's the throttle there. Right, so we're going to take off and turn pitch this way, like that, about 90 degrees, and we're just going to sort of fly. You'll see. I'll show via demonstration. Here we go. Oh, that might be coming up a bit too hot. So you don't want to be accelerating too fast because you're in the lower atmosphere. It's a waste of time. I also have no SAS, so I have to manually control this. Let's actually throttle down even more. Just want the solid boosters to do most of the work. Just got to make sure we're holding. We're rolling a little bit. The atmosphere's kind of buffeting it. I'm looking at the little ball at the bottom, so I don't really see the cool launch, unfortunately. Right, we're beginning to roll a bit, which is what we want, because we don't want to launch straight up. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Right, I have to throttle up to. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is gonna. Oh no! Oh no! We were going too fast in the lower atmosphere. We might be able to still save this. Jettisoned. Oh god! Did that cause any structural damage? I don't think so. Right, up. Okay, we've got control. Oh no, we don't have control. Oh. 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 No, this is a fucked launch. Nah, we were launching too fast into the lower atmosphere, which just causes it to... No! I also didn't have my... Oh no, not what I wanted. Oh! I'm not used to the buttons either. Maneuver mode, that's what I want. Tell you what. Okay, now that we're out of the lower atmosphere. Oh, we're going a bit fast, but it's fine. Okay, it's not the most efficient, but we are going up. And that's a certain fuel for that, so there's no point in keeping that. It's just a waste of space. We're doing a bit of a spin, because we're still in the atmosphere. Oh god. Right, okay. God, the lack of control makes this just so... Right, let's ease down, ease down. We are moving our way towards space, believe it or not. I'll tell you how I know in a second. Fuel's going to be an issue though. Right. We've actually hit escape velocity a little bit. Right. So you see this thing, apoapse. So that's the highest point, 70. So orbit would be an orbit of 70 all around, give or take. Oh, I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel though. Also, what's the power situation like? Oh, we've got plenty of charge, that's fine. Right. So it's fine, it's fine. We're in the upper atmosphere, we're no longer being dragged down. The main concern now is fuel. We do have a lot of delta V though, which is basically just how much orbit you've got left. Right, so about 30 seconds here, 30 seconds to apoapse, I'll start my burn to circularize the orbit. So, there's actually a little, right, let's go. Oh, it's playing the "You Are Now in Space" music. Now our goal is to just try and stay in space. Go maximum. God, try to fucking... First thing I'm buying when I get enough science is a fucking SAS module, because tapping this thing is to try and keep it pointing forward is so annoying. But against all odds, oh, we're close enough to a circular orbit. Here we are. So our lowest point is still technically in the atmosphere, but it's so... The SAS basically just holds your ship at a certain point. So you don't have to like... So say I want to hold it at this thing, this green thing, which is the basically the optimal place to fly. I don't have to like jiggle my thing around. Also, what's the precision control button? Oh, no, I didn't need to do that. There is a button for precision controls. Hold on, match. Can someone quickly Google what the fine controls for Kerbal Space Program are? I don't want to press a button that accidentally destroys my computer. The fine controls are this like precise controls or fine tuning or whatever it is. Basically it means that the controls are a bit more fine. But we're in orbit now. We're just going to wait until we get around the dark side of the planet. Caps lock, really? Oh, so it is. Wow, what a weird choice. There is Google. I'm busy. But yeah, caps lock does it. There we go. That's making holding it a bit easier. There we go. So I don't have to like smash buttons as much. Right, so we're just going to... Sorry, I accidentally cycled the focus to the wrong thing, so we're just going to fast forward time a bit, which is these buttons, I think. We are technically in the atmosphere right now, so the ship's getting kind of spun around a bit, and you can see our apoapse, which is our highest point, dropping. Our periapse is in the atmosphere. But eventually we will rise enough so that we're back in orbit. Which is now, and the music will come in. There we go, and then we can use the good time warp to come around. They don't let you use the good time warp if you're in the atmosphere for physics reasons. Go. Beautiful. Let's get some charge back by rolling our solar panels to face the sun. Right. So, we're almost in orbit. Once, I'm going to set a time warp to here. I'm just going to burn a little bit so that we've got a round orbit. So that we don't hit the atmosphere at any point. And at that point, we'll officially be in orbit. So let's just point our ship here. Burn a little bit. There we go. So our periaps is above 70, so that means we are now officially in orbit. We will never... This ship will never deorbit now. There's no such thing as orbital decay in Kerbal Space Program. There we go. So the next step is doing our moon injection. So the moon is here. It's quite far away. What we want to do is set up something called a maneuver so that we fly by the moon. We don't go into orbit around the moon. We fly by the moon, and then as we fly by, the gravity of the moon will then return us back to Earth. If you've ever seen the film Apollo 13, you'll know why. How this will work. So there's this thing called a maneuver node, which basically lets you do like a hypothetical thingy. So we'll just move that around until it touches the moon. There we go. So this will show us that we're going to skate by the moon at about 1 million miles away from the moon, and then it'll fly us back around, and we'll fly right... Wait. No, that'll actually put us into a worse orbit. So you know what, let's move things around a bit. So we've got more than enough fuel, which is a good thing. Let's keep moving this around until we're there. So as it stands right now, what would happen would be we'd orbit around the moon, and then it would eject us, and it would eject us so fast that we'd fly outside the system around the planet. So that's not what we want. So we want to just... I'm just messing around with these little controls to make the orbit not do that, basically. Because I want to fly close to the moon. Obviously not too close to the moon, so that I hit the moon. Right, so then we just up the power a little bit. No, that's wrong. Less power. Maybe. Oh, that's good. So just do more of that, please. So basically I want to fly by the moon. Pretty close, I'd say. It doesn't have to be close, but I'd like it to be close. Let's move this even more. Oh, that's a good idea, because that'll fly us by that side of the moon, so we won't lose control of the ship at any point. Because there's another thing is, if I'm on the other side of the moon will be blocking me, so I won't be able to receive a radio signal from the planet. And therefore my ship will be uncontrollable by me while it's occluded by the moon. This might work, actually. Oh. That's too much. That's not enough. There we go. That's pretty good. So it's not going to be too close to the moon, but it'll count as a flyby. And frankly, that's all I care about. Well, is that all I care about? You know what, that is all I care about. So we'll fly about 1.3... whatever it is. 1.3 million miles away from the moon. So we'll be passing by it, just not that close. Do we have enough fuel to do that? It doesn't say. Where do I see how much Delta V I've got left? Oh yeah, I've got more than enough. I've got twice as much fuel as I need. So in 18 minutes, we'll arrive at the node. We'll have to fire our engines at maximum power for 26 seconds. And if all goes well, that'll be... Now, because I'm a human, I will never be able to do it perfectly, so I'll have to do some extra burns just to, like, calibrate it a bit, but it'll be good enough for me. So let's kill time for 17 minutes. No, I'm joking, you can fast forward to it. I'll fast forward to about a minute. Line controls, pointed towards the node. Unfortunately, we're doing the burn on the dark side of the planet, so it doesn't look very good, but... So in about 30 seconds... Let's fast forward time just a little bit. In about 10 seconds, I'll start my burn. Four seconds. 3, 2, 1. Throttle up. Seconds. And the good thing is I'm going to have some extra fuel in case anything goes wrong, which is nice. Let's turn it down. Actually a bit short, so let's burn a bit more. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to have to do some manual adjustments, I think. Yep, don't even have an encounter with the moon, which is a problem. That doesn't count as a flyby. But, oh, that does. So let's do some fine-tuning. Because right now we're flying pretty far away from the moon, and also will crash into the planet at this space speed. So we can do it, since we've got plenty of fuel, we can do another adjustment as we get closer. But now we are on track to reach the moon. So what I'll do is I'll add a little reminder about here. Oh, no, wait, I can just say warp here. It's even better. Because otherwise I have to wait 2 in-game hours. So there's the planet receding. Can we see the moon? Up there it is. It's a bit dark at the moment, but there it is. Alright, let's see if we can adjust this even more. You know what? Let's just wing it. Because I want to get this down so that I'm closer to the planet when I'm coming back. That's perfect. I don't really want to fuck with this too much. You know what? I'm happy. So as we get to the peak of our orbit, obviously our ship slows down. So we're actually going very slowly relative to other things. It will actually take 8 minutes to just go that little distance. So we're pretty close to the moon. So let's warp about as close to the encounter as we can get. You don't want to be warping through the encounter because it can fuck with the physics when you change your gravity well. There we go. We are officially, because our thing changed, we are officially passing by the moon. Not very close, but we are officially in the gravity well of the moon versus the planet. But it didn't say get close to the moon, it just said pass by it. So let's log the temperature. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible, as there is no matter around to be either hot or cold, except the spacecraft and the thermometer itself. Yeah, I am very close to the moon. And the pressure? The instrument reads 0. It's as if we were in a vacuum. But you still get science for doing that, so... There we go. So let's fast forward to the point where we're going to be closest to the moon, which is here. Like I said, it's not going to be particularly close. There you go. Just a flyby. The next step will be landing. So yeah, there's the moon. Say hi to it. And then we can say bye to it. So our next step is to try and land this thing safely without ruining our day. I'm actually going to check the... Yeah, a flyby of the moon. Doesn't say you have to orbit it. That's good. Because if I had to orbit it, I'd have to do some extra stuff. But I've got plenty of fuel. I could actually have gone into orbit around the moon and then gone out of orbit, but it's just... I don't want to fuck with anything right now. So very soon we will be back on orbit around Kerbal. There we are. So we're going to be coming in actually a bit too shallow. There's a chance we could accidentally skip off the atmosphere and then fly back into space, which we don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because I've got plenty of fuel, is do this. Burn retrograde. Just a little bit to bring us down to about 43. There we go. Again, we're landing on the night side, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. It does not make a boing noise. Oh, got a world first milestone. We have escaped the gravitational influence of the moon. For the first time. So I've already sent a probe up there, but it's obviously in orbit. It never... And it could have escaped, I suppose, but it would just end up crashing into Kerbal. It's better just to have it there. Doing its thing. Right, so it's going to take 5 hours for it to circle back around, so I might as well fast forward a bit. Right, so now we just have to survive re-entry. What? Okay. So we are about... What are we currently at? Relative. How high are we? We are... We are 375 kilometers above the planet. So let's fast forward a little bit more until we're in the atmosphere. So we're going, relative to the planet right now, we are going about 2.5 kilometers per second, 2.7 kilometers per second, and speeding up. But obviously once we hit the atmosphere, we will start slowing down very quickly. Let's just, we'll use the manual fast forward here until we're close enough. Oh, okay. 100,000. So once it hits 70,000, we'll officially be in the atmosphere and slowing down. What I'm going to do, now that we're close enough to the atmosphere, is just burn the rest of the fuel to slow us down a bit. Just because it helps. Means less heat that we have to worry about. And the fuel's go, and this part of the ship's about to get jettisoned anyway, so. Oh, camera's rotating. Because we're in landing mode now. There we go, that killed some of the orbital speed, so we won't be coming in too hot. And there we go. Jettisoned it. I can barely see it. There we go. So it's just the probe left now. Now the main problem is this is the heat shield. So we have to make sure the heat shield is staying pointed towards the atmosphere. Otherwise bad things happen to the probe. And then this will all be for naught. Thankfully we're not coming in too hot, so we should be okay. Oh god. Okay, fine controls Ben. This isn't heating up right. Oh, it wants to turn because it's a bit top heavy. So I'm going to have to sort of manually steer it a bit. It looks worse than it is. The heat shield's doing most of the work. Ah, it looks worse than it is. Oh god. As long as it doesn't spin around. Ah, it says as long as it doesn't spin around. It looks worse than it is. Oh god, it's heating up. No! 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 It looks worse than it is. It really wants to spin around. Okay, we're nearly there. Just has to hold on a little bit longer. Okay, there we go. We're slowing down. There we go. Right, we got through the worst of it. Whew. And in a little bit, we'll be okay to fire the parachutes. There, you can see the debris that we jettisoned. That's about 17 kilometers ahead of us. So that'll impact the planet. We're about 15 kilometers above ground level. Right, we can fire the parachutes now. Again, landing on the night side, it's a bit visually unspectacular. And we can also jettison the heat shield as well. So that'll slow us down. Yeah, you won't get to see the beauty shot of it landing though. Did you do it? Yeah, this should be plain sailing at this point. The only thing that could cause an issue would be if the ship was too heavy. But it's not. It's like a tiny little probe, so the parachute should be more than capable. I could even probably hold on to the heat shield. And even if it were to impact, the stuff that would get hit first would be the battery and the reaction wheel, so nothing of value. As long as this little ball survives, then mission successful. Down we go. So the parachutes haven't deployed yet, that's why we're still falling at 80 meters per second. But they just slow you down, and then once you get to a certain height, they'll expand. But then we'll just drift. Oh, you can see some mountain. Oh, we can actually see some stuff. It must be... Okay. There's a beach there. And somewhere down there is the ground. Oh, we're actually about to land on the side of a mountain by those things. Okay, yep. Parachutes are out. Oh yeah, so we're going at about 2 meters per second. So let's fast forward because it'll take all night for this to drift down. Unfortunately, when you're in the atmosphere, the fastest you can go is 4 times speed. So we've got to wait for it to slow. In fact, 2 parachutes was overkill for how light this thing is. I could cut one of them, but that would probably be tempting fate a bit too much. I'll just accept the tedious drift to the to the ground. Is this interesting, by the way? Or shall this be the only flight of today's stream? I like the game, okay. As long as people aren't bored, because I can always play something else. go. Okay, so we are landing on a mountain. That could cause issues if we land and then tumble down. What happened to John RL's wrestling career? Unfortunately, yeah, the game is kind of... It is there, but yeah, I'm currently making things for the LRM Rumble, so the save's all a bit weird at the moment and backed up. I need to get back to that, actually. I should do that at some point during the week. Continue to make people for the LRM Rumble. Here we go. Right, so it's going to land on the side of this mountain, which kind of could cause issues. Oh no, it's come to rest. There we go. Another happy landing. Let's actually fast forward a bit to morning, just so we can see where we are. Right, so we landed, yeah, on the side of this sort of mountain thing. We did it. Cover a vessel. So someone goes out on a truck and finds it. Right, so that's the objective done. We made it back from the moon. And we got some science as well. 32 science to be exact. We recovered some of the ship, so we get some money back. Although money's not really an issue. There we go. Did that count as objective complete? It did. World first milestones. We have returned home from a flyby of the moon. And we get the payout for doing the contract. There we go. So what's next? Explore the moon. What did it say? We have enough data on the moon to attempt a landing, or we could stage one. It's up to you. I'll take that. And then these are just the random ones. I'll take the temperatures. Oh wait, no. Right. So what's the objective? Land on the moon, return to Kerbin from orbit of the moon. So again, that's just send a probe, land on the moon, return from the moon. So we could do that, or is this a good stopping point for this game? I will leave it up to you. In the meantime, I will do some housework on the R&D. So I've got enough science to unlock one thing. And I kind of want that. I want the stabilizers. Oh, I want the stabilizers. You know what? I'm getting the stabilizers. Advanced flight control. Is that actually the SAS? Hold on. Maybe not, actually. What is... Bear with me, I'm just checking. Ah, is it specialized control? No. Miniaturization would be nice as well, actually. Advanced construction would give me the cowls. Fuel systems I don't need right now because we're not making anything too complex. Oh, I forgot I did aviation. Why did I do that? Right, judging by... So there's no objections, so I'm just going to keep going then. I hope that's alright. Right, fuck it, we'll get that. It's done. 1 AM. What? No, it's not. It's 11:15. Right. I think if I don't fuck up the takeoff on this, this would actually have enough to land on the moon and come back. So what I'm going to do first is get the better stabilizer in there. Get that big lad. Oh, I need a heat shield as well. I'm going to actually opt for a bigger heat shield as well. Why are we landing on the moon now? Because they told me to. There's no argue. You can't argue with progress. Right, so I'm actually going to turn this down even more to about 35. So the main problem was I lost a lot of fuel trying to get into space because I flipped over a couple of times, which is not what you want to do in scientific terms. That is a bad idea to do that. So we're going to try it. Do I have any landing gear? Because landing on the moon without landing gear is very fun. Oh, good. Thank God. I would have been raging if I had to land on the moon without fucking struts. Hope that there's no clipping issues. So this is Moon 3. No, not... Oh, right, I've got caps lock on. Here we go. No real major changes. I think we've... Like, as long as I don't fuck up the takeoff like I did last time, I think we should have more than enough fuel to get to the moon. And hopefully we're taking off during the day this time. So you have to fly, land to the moon, then return. Oh good, we're taking off during dawn. There's the moon right there. Let's make sure our maneuver's on, fuel mode's on. Throttle up to about half, I'd say. Let's not fuck up. 3, 2... Don't want to be taken off too fast. Ship's tilting a bit. That's fine. Let the boosters do most of the work to get us out of the early atmosphere. There we go. You don't want to be going too fast in the lower atmosphere because you'll just get fucking shat around by the wind. And we do not have SAS, but we've got much stronger reaction wheels, so it's much easier to control. I can already tell it just feels easier to control. It's hard to articulate. Slow down. Go too fast. I don't want to be going above like, because we should be hitting like 10,000 before we really take off the limiters, so to speak. If we go too fast, then the wind will just throw us around. We're still gaining speed a bit too much, I'd say. But it's not too bad. I'm still in control, and that's what matters. And the boosters are about to go anyway, so that's good. In fact, this is a very good takeoff so far. But we'll wait and see. Like, things can go wrong very quickly. Oh, that is, did you see how that booster nearly collided with the ship? That would have been fun. Now we can use this. We can sort of take the limiters off a little bit. Just... Oh, okay, see how we're wobbling a bit. That's just because we're going a bit too fast. Oh! Just hold. We're still going too fast. But we're still in control. The problem is we need a bit more height, so let's pull back a bit. If anything, I might have been a bit too conservative with this takeoff. Fuck it. Oh, God. Excuse me. Had a bit of a flip, but that's not too bad. We're okay. It's still good, it's still good. $64, $65, $66, $67. Okay. Cut off. Right, we used a lot of fuel there, but should still be okay. Worst comes to worst, this might just be a landing without a return. We'll merely land on the moon. Right, so we just need to wait a bit until we're clear of the atmosphere. Say about 65. You know what? Let's fast forward a little bit. See, it is easier with pilots because pilots can do the SAS thing where they just hold it for you. I think you can get probes that have SAS built in as well, because this one's just like a basic bitch, useless probe. Right, so we just need to circularize the orbit. Let's do that there. Well, you know, let's wait until we're in a vacuum. Because any time you're burning in the atmosphere, even the tiniest bit of atmosphere like this, it's still inefficient. So we'll wait until now we're in the vacuum of space. So no worries needed. I am concerned about the amount of fuel here. It costs a lot of fuel to land as well. There's no atmosphere on the moon, funnily enough. Slow down a bit. we just pass Apoapsis? We did. Fuck. Oops. My bad. Just a little bit more and we'll be in orbit. This is going to be a very weird orbit. Let me fix that by burning downwards, I think. No, upwards. Whoop. So yeah, 90% of the time I'm looking at this thing, the ball. Oh shit. I accidentally... We're skipping off the atmosphere a tiny bit, but not enough to be concerned. Right, we're already rising again. Right. So let's just go straight for the moon, because we don't have enough fuel. We don't have enough time. No, I didn't want to do that. Stop. Press the wrong button. Don't know why there's some whale song in the soundtrack, but... Right, so we want to get as close to the moon as possible. And also in the most circular orbit possible, if it'll let me. Oh, it's going to cost a lot of fuel. I don't think we're going to be... I need to make this more efficient. That looks okay, actually. It's a bit weird. Oh, hi, Cece. We could land elliptically. Like, you know. A polar orbit wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. You know what? It's going to be a fucked looking orbit, but we'll do it. But I don't think I'm landed on the moon. I should really just be abandoning this mission, but fuck it. Let's be legends. Because I'm going to have so little fuel to work with. I should have thrown an extra fuel tank in or something. Well, here goes fucking nothing. This is not going to work. Just do not have enough fuel. It's not happening. This is not happening. I think we're going to end up just with a brand new moon satellite. If we can get into orbit around the moon, I'll consider that a victory. I am not winning. No. Let's get rid of the maneuver node. Ooh. Yeah, we're not like yeah, because it's going to take at least another 500 meters per second of delta V to land on the moon, and we've got 240, and we're going to use about 240. No, this isn't happening. Not enough fuel. It's a fucked launch, but it's a learning experience. Well, at least try and get into orbit around the moon. Because if it's an orbit around the moon, at least it's a probe, you know. We can use it as a fucking satellite. We can use it as a radio for other drones. But yeah, it's not my best. It was a fuel issue. It was a skill issue. We need more fuel. But the problem is adding more fuel also has diminishing returns, because the more fuel you add, the more weight you add, so I'm tired, it's been a long full day. Okay. Just cancel the warp. Right, so we'll get pretty close to the moon at least. Yeah, it's gonna be a funky looking orbit, but how close are we to 20 minutes? Okay, yeah, it's maybe a bit closer then. We're not gonna be occluded, are we? No, we're fine. In fact, that other satellite will do us the favour of. So we've got about 3 minutes. Oh, there we are. There's the moon below us. We could get some science at least and transmit it back. It's not going to be amazing, but oh no, we've already done that. Never mind then. What about the pressure? Is there anything left there? Nope. Yeah, for me to land, I would need to burn off 751 meters per second of speed, and I've only got 240 in fuel, so I would basically guarantee an impact into the moon. So I would land, but just not in a very effective way. Start our burn. I don't even think we're going to have enough to get captured into orbit, you know. We might find out. Oh, you see it curving around. It just needs to be enough to have an apoapse. Oh! No. Keep going. I think maybe enough. Yeah, we should be okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see how close we can get the apoapse. That should actually get us pretty close. It's actually going to be a nice circular orbit, all things considered. Go. So it's going to be at its highest 180 kilometers above the moon, and at its closest 65. So that's not bad, considering. Now, when the objective was to land and return, maybe not ideal, but and what else I can do is jettison this. And this will be our little lad orbiting the moon. Our new satellite. we've got 2 satellites now orbiting the moon, which is good because you need satellites to set up like a communications network. So, and we can still control it as well. It's also got 2 completely useless parachutes on it now. Good. Right, let's return back to the Space Center. Unfortunately, when you leave it, it puts it back on rails for, again, for physics purposes. By the way, how much does it cost to upgrade this stuff? I should probably get shit upgraded. Upgrading the tracking station or the launch pad. Let's make a better launch pad. Get better runway while we're at, even though I don't really use the runway or space planes at the moment. Space planes are kind of a later thing. Right, one last try to get on the moon and then we'll go back to Shadows of Doubt. Right. Let's think here. So I could shove more fuel into it, but that'll add weight. What's our biggest fuel tank? That's liquid fuel then, that's useless. So I could do that. Adds a bit more fuel for the initial launch. I'll move these down as well to about here. Also want 2 of them, preferably. Move these down as well, or you get something called the pendulum effect. Which is apparently bad. Are they still at 35? Yep, 35 seemed about ideal. In fact, I'm going to bump it up to 40 to compensate for the extra weight. This will be the Moon 4. 4. This just didn't have close to enough fuel to land, did it? So, do I add... how much extra fuel? Like that much? Oh! Oh, good. Good thing I didn't try and land this thing on the moon, because it actually had a fatal design flaw that I didn't even notice. It didn't have a decoupler. Which would have caused interesting things. It's going to be heavy, and it's probably going to be harder to control. Oh, the Kerbals. Get them go. If I had time, I'd do a manned mission as well, but... or a Kerbal mission. What's the delta V in orbit? In a vacuum? I just don't know if we have enough fuel. I don't want to waste like shitting another fucking spaceship into the sky and then just not having enough fuel. You know what? We're taking a shot. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You miss 1000% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, oh shit, I did check to see the staging was... The staging is not making sense. That would have been, again, a catastrophic vehicle failure if I'd done that, because the staging's all fucked. Right, so it's going to be those launch, that decouples. That should not be decoupling until like the end of the flight. So, decouples. Wait. Was there? Oh, is that what happened? Ew, what have we here? Wait, where's the. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there should be a decoupler there. So those two fire. Where's... Ah, there it is. So those fire, decouple. Once that's finished, that decouples and shoots. Oh, there is two fucking separators there. There wasn't a catastrophic design failure. Ah, that's what it was. There's a minor catastrophic design failure. There we are. Those shoot, detach, then that detaches, and that shoots, then that detaches, parachutes fire. Perfect. Boon 4. Let's not fuck this. If I could at least land on the moon, I'd be happy. Returning might be a bit optimistic with the current technology. 2 seconds. Let's see if am I currently on normal controls. Here we go. Oh wait, hold on. Throttle up, that would help. Oh, hello. Tilting a bit weirdly. Trying to do that, please. Flatten out too much too soon either. No, going too fast already. This is lost. This is lost. I don't have enough. No. No, this is lost. Right. Revert. My problem was... Right, so my problem was it tilted too fast. And it was pointing down, yes. It was a lost fight. But I know what to do now. I can't... Oh, yeah. Oh, right, yeah, I could use a better drone, couldn't I? Hold on, do I have a better drone? Does a Probodobodine Octo? Fucking hell, it does. Right, yeah. Oh, right, oh, I didn't even realise. I'm stupid, I haven't played this in so long. Also, hello, new chatter. Get out of my dreams. What's the button you do to... remake this as the new control thing. There's a way There's a way to make this the new main part of the vessel, but I can't remember how you do it. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Oh, there, I've done it. I completely forgot that the different makes of drones actually have different uses. Fuck, how do you do it again? Reroute is the 4th gizmo, thank you. Grey below blue. Ah, yes. Other way around, Ben. What? Tool, reroute. Select a set of 2 or more parts to reroute. Oh, right. You have to have them connected first. There we go. There we are. I remember. Right. It's all making sense now. Cool. Right. Let's get this travesty built. This technological terror. Right, so... yeah, having something with SAS would be very nice. I cannot believe I forgot about that. So yeah, the SAS thing that I was looking for, it's because it depends on the drone you're using. So you can fuck off. You can fuck off. And I think the Octo is more compact as well, which is nice. So I can get rid of these. I can get rid of the mega reaction wheel now because I don't need as much control if it's going to be controlling itself. I think a normal small reaction wheel will be nice. And we'll use the big heat shield anyway, just because. Right, that's looking better. Looking cuter. Right, next question. This is, since we've got someone that actually knows what we're talking about, this isn't enough delta V to get to the moon, is it? Well, it is to get to the moon, but to land onto the moon and return, I just do not think it's enough. Because how much would I need? I've got, as it stands, there's 3,000 units of delta V. I'd have to be like a fucking good flyer. And in a vacuum, there's 6,000. It just depends on how good I am at getting into orbit. Because I could get to orbit with this much delta V, and then there would be plenty left in this tank. It's just a matter of getting to orbit. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Learn by doing. 35,000 for low Kerbal orbit, another 900 to reach moon, 900 to land, 900 to return. So assuming a vacuum, so that's 1,800 plus 3,500, so it'd be cutting it fine. Not too fine. It really just depends on the quality of the takeoff. It's 3,500 for low carbon orbit. And keep in mind these are thrust limited, so there'll be more delta V there than I think I can get away with. About, let me just like slowly raise the altitude and see. Because I'd be jettisoning these about 15, I'd say. I think we can do it. And if I can't, then at worst I've got a probe that'll land on the moon and it'll at least get me enough science to maybe get some better lift vehicles. Off we go. Right, and I finally got the beauty of fucking SAS. Oh, that's so good. Oh, so good. I can live in peace now without having to smash my keyboard back and forth. Yeah, worst case, yeah, exactly. I've got an antenna. I've also got 2 probes in orbit already around the moon. In fact, the phone. I think one of them might have enough delta V to actually do a landing itself, but yeah, like the autoflight's not going to be amazing for me, but it'll keep my sanity. So let's just... I've never been good at taking off under the new aerodynamics, I will say that. Under the old one it was easy. Accelerate up to 200 until you're at 10,000, tilt 90 degrees, win. But now you have to actually, like, think about it. Oh god, the SAS just fucking... It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Fucking perfectly vertical. So ease off, I don't want to be going too fast. I don't want to be saving fuel. We might be going too fast already. Ooh, it's wobbling. As long as we can just keep it pointing somewhat upwards. It does need to turn a bit, because otherwise the wind will hit it and turn it. But it's okay. Let's ease off the throttle because the boosters are doing most of the work. In fact, the boosters are doing all the work at this point. It's actually, this could be a very good takeoff. It's actually not too bad. The launch profile's pretty good. We're out of the worst of the atmosphere. Oh, let's begin to roll a bit. I might need to use a bit of thrust to... This is fucking... Throw up. This is a pretty damn good takeoff if I say so myself. So let's flatten out a bit. Don't want to be going too fast. Oh god, the SAS is a fucking game changer, isn't it? It just makes it so much easier. It just locks it in place for you. I still have to control it, but it's just... I don't have to mash buttons like an idiot. I might be flattening out a bit too much too quickly. So let's just keep it around here. What's the aqualapse? We'll see. We're going to have about 3,500. And say we use an extra 1,000 getting into orbit, we might have plenty left over. Flatten out a bit more. I might be accelerating too fast. Okay, it was a bit suboptimal in the upper atmosphere, but I'm happy enough with that. So let's get rid of that. And just get that up to 70. We'll say 75 for my own sanity's sake. You know what, we'll wait a bit, just because I want to be as up out of the atmosphere as I can get away with. We'll just keep it on low for now. .66. I'm saying too bad. I think we'll definitely have enough to land on the moon. Getting back might be a bit, but it's definitely enough to land, I'd say. So we've officially got orbital speed. Let's just put it up to 70. Let's keep it on very low thrust, just enough to keep things interesting. Just like one to nudge it up a little bit without being too fuel inefficient until we're in the vacuum. Once we're in the vacuum, I'll jam it. Few seconds left. Jam it. Get us into periaps. Okay, actually, hold on. Wait until we're closer to apoaps. We'll wait until about 10 seconds to apoaps and then we'll smash it. In fact, no. We'll say 7 seconds to apoaps. No, 10. Yeah, 10 was the right call there. In fact, I probably should have done it earlier in hindsight. So we're 900, 900, 900 now, so I think it's just going to be enough to land, I'm afraid. Unless I do something perfect. Okay. We'll dip into the atmosphere a tiny bit, but... Alright, let's just get the maneuver set up. Oh wait, no. I don't want that there. Because the periaps will be in 2 seconds. Just have to fix something here because the periaps is just very slightly in the atmosphere and I can't be doing with that. So I'll need to fix that. Just need to circularize the orbit a tiny bit. Because if I want to be doing orbital maneuvers, I want to be in as close to a vacuum as possible. Well, actually, no, I just want to be in a vacuum. Right, there we go. Warp to apoaps, just to round that out. I could make the space cube. I can make my dreams come true. Just realised the solar panels need to be pointing towards the sun. There we go. There we go. Orbit circularize. Let's see if we can get that moon intercept and make it a good one. No, wrong button. Add maneuver. No, that is way too aggressive an intercept. Ah, there we are. Hold on. Oh, that's why. I was looking at it wrong. I thought it was on the other side of the moon. Right, no, we need to keep moving. There. Well, that's good. That could be good. You know what? That's good enough because I don't. It's not going to be exact because I'm never good enough at executing a maneuver. But that's good enough to Oh, hold on, actually I need to correct the inclination. Oh. You know what? We can always correct it later. It's not going to be the best maneuver in the world, but our goal is to land. Anything else after that is just a bonus. How long till the maneuver? So it's a 42-second burn. Oh, it'd help if I was actually pointing at the node, not the apoapse. Now, I know you're kind of meant to burn half and half on each side of the node, but I always get paranoid, so I just burn exact. The Scott Manley way is to burn half and half. Exactly, yeah. It assumes things. Oh god, yeah. See what I mean? Yeah. So if anything, I think I need to burn retrograde a little bit. I think I overshot. Nope. It's actually the opposite. I underburned it. Oh, 400. We'll go to a nice round 8th. Am I in the atmosphere? Oh, right. The burn has put me back into the atmosphere. All right, that's going to be fun to have to try and plan around. What's my periaps at the moment? 64. Ooh. Oh dear. That's fun. I didn't even realise that it was that retrograde. Oh, no, we're back in... Okay, we're back in orbit already. It wasn't actually a big deal. 4A will be fine. What we'll do is we'll time warp to about here and then do some... We'll do our corrections because the inclination's a bit fucked. So let's see what we can do with that. Okay, I can just do it there. So I just need to burn like here a little bit. Just to circle, make sure that I'm going to be going around the equator of the moon. Oh no, I this game's given me a huge understanding of orbital mechanics, but I have no idea how maths works. I used to think rockets just launched straight at what they were going to. So let's get into the... I think I should actually be okay for getting captured, like, because it's already pretty circularized the orbit, so... Right, let's warp 2. Yeah, because they have to factor in actual things. Like, this is just like, you know, most of the orbit stuff's on rails. There's like no orbital decay in Kerbal Space Program and stuff like that. But Right, I don't like warping through encounters. Just because it might fuck up that. There we go. See. Right, how much would I need to get into orbit? It's burning the right way. About 240. That's 240. Right, that's fine. I'll live with that. In fact, I won't even need a maneuver for that because that's pretty. It speaks for itself. So I'm gonna have some excess left. If I was really good at flying, you would be able to just fly and then straight into a capture orbit back to Kerbin, but that is just not going to happen. I am not that good at flying. How close am I to periaps? 40 seconds. For a second there, I thought I lost control. Being inefficient at the moment. You, for people who don't know, you want to burn as close to apoaps or periaps for efficient burns. Like, in this case, it's probably going to save me about 1 meter per second of delta V or something, but it helps. Let's get this down to a... Let's really fucking ramp this. Should we go for the suicide burn? Should we just like fucking... Let's be legends? No, you know what, I don't trust myself. Because you could just like set so that you're on collision course to the moon and you just cancel your orbit, but no, I'm not. It's been a while since I've landed on the moon, so... Right. So we're obviously going to land on the light side. Although... Well, I have... Yeah, I'll have satellite coverage. Yeah. That's going to be fine. Because I don't want my satellite cutting off. So let's warp to about here. And get prepared to actually land this damn thing. The Kerbin at moon's 12 o'clock maneuver node is pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. So if the moon is there, then the maneuver is like there. So you just launch there when Kerbin's there, and then that gets you back. We'll see. I've got 1200 of delta V, so... Oh, they've been extended the entire flight. Whoops. Ah, God. Basic errors. Right. Surface velocity. Tell you what, I'm actually going to do another lap because I want to burn off as much horizontal as possible before. Because I want to kind of land in that crater there. That'd be a nice place to land. I want to just make sure I'm as close as possible as I'm going down. So we'll do a bit of retrograde here. Set that to that. Oh, I'm out of comm range. Oops, 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 oops. Gonna have to wait till a satellite comes around. Gonna have to wait a little bit. That's... Let's just warp here. Got to get signal back. Okay, so I won't be able to do what I wanted to do because of the lack of signal. Come on, give me my signal back. Are these just Are both the satellites just in very bad positions right now? Yeah, that one's there and that one's occluded, so... So if I can do it in 300... That's not happening. It's going to take me 500 to land right now. So... 500 at least. No, I think this is going to land and maybe get back into a lunar orbit and then just sort of sit there. Which I can live with that. Have I got comms back yet? Nope, I do not. Oh, there we go. Got comms there. I think that's what they call it in Kerbal Space Programs, because it's not called Luna, it's called Mun. So I just say lunar orbit. So let's kill as much horizontal as possible first. This isn't going to be the most efficient landing either. Let's leave it a little bit. We don't need the map anymore, we're just flying by eyes. Yeah. And we've got a view of the planet, which is good. Sun's over there. We've got plenty of electric charge. Nothing that can fuck with me while I'm trying to do a landing. We even got SAS, which I didn't think I would have. I need bigger fuel tanks, I think, if I'm going to be able to do this. I could, like, the funny thing is, I don't know why the game tells you to go to the moon first. Because there's another moon called Minmus over here that's much easier to land on. But for some reason it sends you here first. So I might have to sequence break a little bit and go to Minmus just to get enough science to get a bigger fuel tank. Let's continue to burn off our horizontal. I think all this looks pretty good for landing, so yeah, you know what, let's be a bit more aggro with it. So basically what we're doing is killing the horizontal velocity so that we just fall straight down, and then I'd much rather work out encountering Minmus than landing on the moon. It's just, like, fuel has always been my Achilles heel in Kerbal Space Program. Like, having enough fuel just to do anything. So, like, landing itself is all fine. So, we're going down now. I have got this on, yeah. I've never had too much problems landing on Minmus. And like encounters are fine. Like docking I have no issue with. Like docking I've always been good at. But like just anything involving fuel usage is just, I can't, I'm just way too fuel inefficient. Did not do a clean and cheap. See, yeah, I'm just doing the simple kill horizontal momentum, go down. Because isn't the idea, yeah, you're meant to sort of just skim as close to the moon surface as possible and sort of just bleed it off until you come to a landing. Whereas this is just a kill all horizontal, kill all vertical, which is about as complex as I can understand it. I'm also going a bit too fast, so let's slow down a bit. Slowed down a bit too much there. Yeah, this thing ain't coming back, but I think it'll be fine. We'll just keep it landed on the moon. It's still a milestone, and I'll be able to send back the thermometer and barometer data. If I knew that this was going to be a one-way trip, I would have shoved more science stuff onto it as well, but I just went with this stuff that's free, basically. Let's try and bleed this off as efficiently as possible. Here we go. It looks like where I'm landing is pretty good. You can see the shadow there. It looks like a very clear landing site. The surface rocks aren't real. You'll just clip right through them, I think. Unless they've changed that in the while since I've played this. We'll keep it to an hour. Keep this to a nice 40. Between 40 and 50 until we're about 1,000-ish. So, yep, it looks like a billiard board. Billiard table. Nice easy landing this will be. And then once we're under about, say, there we go. Keep it to about 35. Okay, no, you know what? 20. Slow. I should have turned down the gimbal and the thrust on this to make it easier to control. 20. This looks pretty good. Though I am a bit off center, so let's fix that. Slow down. Oh, and there's a slight hill actually looking at. Let's try and keep it as simple as possible. Let's get down to 5. Oh. Right, let's slow it down very slow. Let's be overly cautious. Oh. Yes, a slight hill. This is going to tip over. Oh. No, it's not. Oh, wow. I was totally expecting that to tip over given how top heavy it is. Okay, I'll take that. Whew. Right, so... yeah, this thing's staying. And I've got I've got some science out of it. Whew. If it had tipped over, it wouldn't have been the biggest problem in the world, as long as the panels are still facing the sun, but... the one thing I could maybe try is a biome hop, but even with 175, and what's the... no, I'm smack dab in the middle of this crater, who knows where the next biome is. But no, I'm not going to tempt fate. Let's transmit that. 22 science. And 33, that's not bad at all actually. Can't do a surface thing here, can you? No. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm very tempted to just hop over there where it's a bit more even. You know what? This ship is effectively useless, so let's try it just to see if I can control things. Kill that horizontal. I've tempted fate too much. This is going to tip over. Oh no! Oh no! I think the SAS is doing its job. Yep, the SAS managed to keep it upright. There we go. I'm happy with that. So where is it relative to anything? And that'll act as... Yeah, it's not going to be a very useful satellite, but it will be a satellite. Right. Oh, it tipped over. While I was away, it tipped over. Is there enough gimbling thrust that I can... Oh. Is there enough reaction wheel to... If I maybe retract these? 'Cause sometimes, like, the reaction wheels are strong enough that you can... Yeah, there you go. Oh. You know what? Because, yeah, the reaction wheels are kind of free, so I could just, like, do this. The only thing it costs is electric charge, and that's powered by the sun, so you can just roll the thing to a more even keel. Enough of that. Oh, that was stylish. Just extend these. Beautiful. I pulled it off. I think it'll still fall over, because I think when you load in, sometimes the physics just bugs out a bit. And it's very top heavy. But I'm happy with that. Right, back to the Space Center. You know what, I'm just going to keep playing this. Fuck it. I'm happy with this. Do I have enough for heavy rocketry? Oh, I'm off by point friggin' 4. Wait, does it round up? No. Oh. Off by 0.4 to get heavy rocketry. Although, would that even matter? Because it's... Do I have heavy fuel? No. I would need better fuel systems as well, wouldn't I? Well, not really, but... Alright, let's go back to the lab. Let's see if there's anything I can do with the vehicle assembly. What can I do? Have you pulled science from... Oh yeah, there you go. That is actually something I can do. Let me make... save that. There we go. This is our new spaceship. Oh wait, let's do that. It's our new spaceship. Jeb. Well, yeah. Bob. And we'll launch from the crater launch site. Watch this shit. Yeah, this is a good way to get some extra science. Crew report. EVA. EVA report. Store that. Go. I've never actually used these new launch sites, so look at them go. Another EV report. Wait, store that. Oh wait, can you not do that anymore? Ah, fuck it. There we go. That'll get enough to get me better propulsion. Like, one manned landing on Minmus would get me more science than I could ever use. But I'm happy with 93.5. Right, so what would be better? Better fuel systems or heavy rocketry? Heavy rocketry would get me those better boosters. But fuel systems would get me better fuel tanks. Propulsion systems I don't really need. Let me just make sure. Advanced instruction. No, that's a nice to have. Aerodynamics definitely don't need. Landing, definitely don't need. Space exploration would be nice for some things, but not immediately. Miniaturization, again, not something that I immediately need. So it's really it's heavy rocketry or fuel systems. Because with heavy rocketry I could get a better launch, I think, compared to, let me just check, because the Reliance launch thrust ASL is 205, the Poodles is 64, sorry, the Bobcat is what I want, it's 374. It'll look a bit ridiculous being mounted on the thing, but what's the impulse? So 290 versus 205, so it is just a better fucking launch thing. Impulse, by the way, for if you don't know, is just like how efficient it is in layman's terms. So bigger number of impulse equals more efficient. Basically. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but in gameplay terms, that's what it means. Because bigger fuel tanks look nice, but I don't think they actually meaningfully change anything. But you do get nice, like these ones that you can put on the sides. And you get this one as well, the fuel duct. Nope, I'm going for heavy rocketry. We're going to the moon. What's happening? Right, so let's just see what happens if I try to shove the new rocket. Not the Poodle, the Bobcat. So it looks a bit stupid. I would have to move the boosters a bit. But it is just simply a better lift. In fact, I think that by itself would probably be enough to save me the fuel that I need to get to space. Oh, I can get the better boosters as well. These big fuckers. Or I can get these ones, the fucking Polluxes. Would that be overkill? I think this would be slight overkill using these. And they would clip into that as well. I think the kickbacks are probably more than enough. But they do need to be higher up. I am risking the pendulum effect, but... let's just hope that doesn't cause any clipping issues. And if it does, whatever, it's only a probe. So now, yeah, we've got 6,489 delta V at launch. This needs to be turned down to about 45. So yeah, 7,416 meters a second of delta V. That should be, in my opinion, more than enough. In fact, I'm overkilling it. I'm spending way too... well, it's only 18,000 funds. This is a self-indulgent amount of thrust. But, you know what? Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to raise this landing gear, so start retracted, please. Like, I think this alone is going to get into orbit, but let's find out. Moon 5. This is looking... right, so let's just hope there's no clipping issues here. Maneuver mode, resources. I thought there was a, like, if you put your boosters too high up. No, is it the boosters, or is it like if you try and put like rockets above, or is it pendulum fallacy? I don't know whatever it's called. Like basically where you put your rockets too high, it makes them less efficient or less stable or something. I don't know. I'm going off a Scott Manley video, so. Basically, you don't want your rocket boosters too high up relative to your fuel or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway, SAS on. Throttle up to about a third, let's say. To the stars! Ah. Oh, that's why. Oh, hold on. Let's revert that. Because... thought having thrust above center of gravity would make rough. Turns out it makes... Okay. I didn't realise these were lined up. That was it. It was a staging problem. Speaking of staging problems, I didn't even check my staging. Okay, that's all good. Right, let's do this properly. D, maneuver mode, resources, launch. Lovely. It's just nice controlled. I don't want to be going too fast. But we don't want to be going too slow either. Let's go to, we'll get up to a nice 50. Because keep in mind, as that burns off solid fuel, the ship will get lighter. The rocket will get lighter. So. Looks like gravity's doing the work for me in turning the rocket. If I need a control, I can just thrust up. This is good. Like, we've not even used half the solid fuel yet, so in fact I can just kill the liquid engines and just let the solid boosters do most of the work. Liquid engines, I only really need to maintain control. The gimbling of the ship. This is good. Something does it. It keeps looking like it's about to turn over. Oh my god, it is. I just realised there might be a collision issue when I detach, but we'll see. You know what? This is not a very efficient orbital burn, but when I've got this much delta V, I can afford to be a bit cavalier. I'm going to begin my gravity turn just a little bit now. I'm just afraid in case I lose control. So I'd rather just burn straight up and then worry about it later. Especially when I've got this much solid fuel to work with. Like, Apoapse is already nearly at 50. Don't hit anything. That's why I don't like doing night launches. I can't see anything. I think they're okay. Yep, they're away. Bit more power, please. Let's flatten out a bit. Get to 90. Hold a bit there. Thrust up. I think this thing might be able to get... No, okay, I'm being a bit optimistic, but... let's really fucking go for it now. Not that much, but... so let's just flatten this baby out. Again, not the most efficient launch in the world, but I don't really care. So apoapsis, this is 80, which is very nice. So we'll just wait for that to flatten out. How are we looking? That's pretty damn good. I think I might even have enough left over to do a bit of the moon burn with this. Which will leave 3,000... Yeah, I'm going to have more than enough to land and come back. Like, barring catastrophic things on my part. Barring ineptitude from the pilot, which is always a possibility. Okay, I think I missed my opportunity to burn there. I was kind of dissociated for a bit. So, actually no, we're doing okay. I'm just going to need... Okay, I'm going to need to stage. But it's fine. And away we go. Losing those heavy engines is going to be very good for the Delta V. Let's wait until we're a bit closer to apoapsis. Actually, no, it's not. So wait, what am I going to need? About 27. Oh, actually, this might be tighter than I thought. Oops. Right, we're in orbit. So, assuming the worst, you said 900, 900, 900, which is 27. And I'm at 2873. So I've got a bit of margin of error. I'm going to have to do a better landing, though, I think. Let's do the maneuver. You want it to be about 90 degrees, don't you? You want it to be like here. Yeah. If I remember. That's not bad. It's coming around sort of the wrong way, but... Can I get my maneuver back? You know what? We'll fix that. We'll fix that one in post. No, I think I can make that more efficient if I keep... Yeah, that can be more efficient. It's a matter of a couple of meters per second, so... You know what, that's good enough because, like I said, the maneuvers aren't perfect. So let's warp to the maneuver. 48-second burn. We'll try a half and half this time. So we'll start burning at, what's half of 48? 24. I've heard that might be a bit better. We'll see. Experiment. So we'll do a half and half. Because that will also let me burn closer to apoapsis as well. pretty damn good. Nothing that a couple of little adjustments won't do. That's actually very good. Wow. Okay. I'm a convert to the half and half rule. To about 40. Yeah. Tell you what, we could try the suicide burn. I'm still about 200 over. The only problem is comms. Communications might be an issue, because I'd have to start my burn probably around here-ish. Because I'd like to land on the light side, for obvious reasons. Landing in darkness is just never fun. You know what, let's... I need to fix the inclination as well. Very roundabout way of doing that. Let's work to the Apple apps. Oh, something went wrong there. Bit of warp issues there. Well, see if we can fix that. The Peri apps is looking very funky. Although, that might end up working in my favour. Oh, maybe it just always looked like that and I just wasn't paying attention. Right, before the encounter, please. This is the moment. Right, so I've got 2,000. I think I can do this. Like, getting back is pretty cheap, like Delta V wise, as long as you time your launch well. And if that 1 o'clock thing is spot on, then I should be fine. Right, let's warp to about here. Are we going to lose control though, is that the thing? No. Tell you what, I'm not even going to risk it, because there's a chance we could lose power here, or lose comms. Hold on. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. We're pointed right at the damn planet. There's 0 chance of us losing comms. So yeah, we can do an efficient burn after all. Didn't realise the planet was directly behind me. I thought it was on the other side of the moon. Beautiful. Oh, that does mean a light side landing is going to be... Ooh. Now, this should... Well, if I look at the network, I should be fine because of this thing's polar orbit. So, I'm just going to have to take the risk on that. The only problem is, which way is it moving? It's moving this way as well, so... I should be okay. And there's this one as well. So I should be okay communications-wise. I wouldn't rely on that satellite, I know, but the alternative is a dark side landing. I could try landing sort of here-ish. I'm not sure there's a relay antenna. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because the network isn't showing. Oh, that is a good point. In that case, yeah, it might just have to be an aggressive dark side landing. Or we could just spin around for a couple of cycles until conditions are a bit more favourable. In fact, let's just do that. Oh, shit. Please say we're pointing towards the sun. Uh-oh. Have I managed to fuck myself here? Right. Come on, I just need you to catch the sun. No. That'd be very funny, because I can't even turn off the SAS from here. Oh dear. I just need it to catch the sun for like a half second. Oh no. Just enough to give it a few seconds of charge. Nope, I've actually managed to fuck this. Oh, I've managed to create a very expensive satellite. Maybe? Yeah, so what I've done is I've oriented the craft in a shape where the solar panels are constantly being occluded by the rest of the ship. So they're getting no charge, and now it's run out of electricity. And I'm just hoping that at some point in the orbit there's just a brief smidgen of time where it gets enough charge. Because if I can get enough time to just rotate the ship even just a hair or just to get going, then it's problem solved. But what the hell's that? It's one of the other ships, I think. I didn't even think about it intersecting orbits. Nah, no chance. It is literally that, yes. I've taken my solar panels indoors. Right. See that loop, maybe? Oh god, because they're there and there. Oh my god, I actually couldn't have done it better. I actually couldn't have, like, oriented the ship in a worse position for this. Oh my god, that is actually incredible. Yeah, there's just no position where it's not facing the sun. Or where it's not facing the sun. I'm just keeping an eye on it while it does the rotation. Just see if that number ever like goes, if a number ever changes there. But it doesn't. Not even for a second. Oh god. Like all I'd need is like, I'd literally just need 1 second and it would get me enough to command it to rotate. Oh my god, that is incredible. Wow. Well. Moon 5 is lost. This is a very NASA thing, or well, it's a very Soviet space program thing to do. I'm just, oh my god. I just don't have any. There's nothing I can do. I have no control. Can't even turn off the SAS. If I turned off the SAS, the ship would have rotated as well with the orbit of the thing, I think. Oh, there's definitely been ones where solar panels have been blocked. Usually not because of their fault. Usually, like the Japanese one recently that landed on the moon. Their solar panel was blocked, wasn't it? Well, shit. Well, back to the Space Center. I've got enough time for one more try, I'd say. So what I'm going to do... Is there any way I can put these... I should probably put them... Where would be a good place to put these instead on Octo? I could, like... What did I say, by the way? Barring massive pilot error, I should be able to land on the moon. Nah, there's no real other place to put them. I could put them there, and then maybe... 2 more on... on this stage here. You can set the Pro Core to auto hibernate. Oh, I didn't know that. Let's do that. Is that just setting hibernation to on? Other thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to knock these down to 40 because they were actually being very efficient, so if I can get a bit more out of them, that'd be nice. Because any extra delta V I can get would be nice, because I was flying on some pretty thin margins. But what I will do is throw a couple of extra panels just here as redundancies, just to increase my chances of the sun hitting them. Do I actually have relay antennas? Because at some point I should consider sending up. That's a relay, isn't it? Yeah, antenna type relay. So at some point I'll need to send up a bunch of satellites. In fact, you could be the first one. There you go. How do you rotate again? Like that. It's not ideal. I don't think these are aerodynamic, so I could do that. Just have it permit extended. I don't think these have aerodynamism, so it's fine. Right, the Moon 6. This one is the difference maker. Yeah, it's PC version, I imagine. The res isn't great. I don't know if I can increase the UI scale. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, you have to... Okay, I have to restart. Fuck it. Whatever. Just look at the pretty spaceship instead. Staging's right, isn't it? Yeah, right, let's see. I think if I make my launch a bit more efficient as well, I think I need to do the turn a bit better. I'm just going to have to YOLO it a bit. Let's throttle up. Ah, that's what I haven't done. Oh yeah, I have to compensate for the fact that these aren't as heavy now, or as thrusting as hard, so to speak. Get us up to a nice 50 to start, so we can at least get out that lower atmosphere as quick as possible. And then everything else I can just sort of deal with. Just not a total turn, but just a little bit, like this much. Just so that we're bleeding off some of the horizontal. Uh-oh. I might have turned a bit too aggressively, we'll see. No, it's holding, it's holding. It's holding. Right, and we're at the worst of the atmosphere. Apoapsis is at 13 kilometers. Okay. Oh, no, yeah, a bit of liquid fuel to hold to about here. I think I might have wasted a lot of Delta V there. This might be a shit launch, unfortunately. I don't think I went high enough. I think I flattened out too soon. So we're just burning in the lower atmosphere, which is not efficient. Might have to be a revert. We'll see. We'll see how this bit goes. Oh, that'll do it. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a revert because I accidentally staged away my fucking... I double staged by accident, just jettisoned my main bit. I just jettisoned that bit. Right, and we're going to make this a morning launch as well for the sake of my own eyes. Whoops. Right. I think the first launch was a better idea. So we'll go to about here until we can get to... we're going to thrust up till about 50 and then just let the boosters do most of the work. I have to say, apart from fuel control, launches is easily the worst thing I'm worst at. I'm really bad at launches. I've never been good at it under the new aerodynamics. I'm not even going to start to turn. I'm that para. Start to turn once Apoapsis is a lot higher. What are you doing? Blow up one of it. Just... solid fuel's it's doing the job. Right, now we're okay, I think. Because solid fuel's doing all the work, the liquid fuel can take a break. I want the Apoapsis to be a lot higher before I start using liquid fuel. Okay. That's pretty decent. If it's... Okay, good. We're clear. That's always scary when you boost, drop a big booster. Let's hold about here. So we've got an apoapse in the orbit now. Get to about 80. Just because I like to have a bit of security, and then cut off. Wait until a bit closer, and then burn, shoot, burn, blah blah blah. Still not the most efficient, but I've never been good at efficient launches. It's probably why I'm so bad with fuels, because my launches are so bad, and it sort of bleeds into everything else. Right, about 30 seconds to apoapse, I'll burn. I'll turn on the thrust. And then, because I'm going to have to jettison this stage, I think. In fact, I know. In fact, oh, maybe not actually. Cut. Maybe burn a bit closer to apoapse. You know what? No, never mind. Let's take about... We'll wait until about 15 seconds to apoapse and then... Actually, no. Actually, yes. Right, so as long as I use not too much on this burn, I should be fine. In fact, I should burn as close to apoapse as possible. Three, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Well, shit. Not as fuel efficient as the other one, but... Fucking hell, where's apoapse from here? I need to burn, like, here, I think. Is it straight down? Yeah, no, straight up. Straight up, not down. to circularize the orbit a bit better. This is a bad launch. Hate to say it, this sucked. If I just burn prograde. There we go. It works. It's not going to be as efficient as the other one, but maybe those extra solar panels and the extra satellite added weight. Speaking of the extra satellite, get that extended. 90-degree roll. Oh, that's like bang on. In fact, yeah, no notes needed. That's perfect. 45-second burn. What's half of 45? 22-ish. 22.5 seconds. Beautiful. Right, how are we looking? Needs a bit more. Needs a bit more juice, I think. Oh wait, no. No, we don't. Oh no, it doesn't need a tiny bit more juice. Tiny bit more. 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 Tiny more. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit. Okay, tiny bit less. Actually, 12,000 is fine, I think. I forget what the highest peak on the moon is. But I don't think it's 12,000. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Turn off SAS so that we don't have the same sun problem. Although it'd be very unlikely to happen with this solar panel configuration. But 30 seconds till the thingy. How's the comms looking? Where's the sun? Where's the moon in relative to the planet? Bright side is on, the others is not facing the planet, which is not great. So we're gonna have to maybe fix that. Got the character. There we go. Add maneuver. That'll do. Let's hope the highest peak of the moon isn't as high as I thought it is. No, I think we're okay. We do have power. So it's a 12-second burn. Do you think Marco Pierre-Wright really likes Norse stop cubes? I don't think so. I think he fucking despises them. I bet he wishes he could have an Oxo. They're so expensive. You get like 4 of them for like 20 quid or whatever it is. It's simply not needed. I remember watching the olive oil video and he always... Oh, if you're ever doing a crossword and you want to cheese someone off, go like, I'm struggling with this one, beef cube, oh something, oh. And then they say Oxo, and you get them. You get them. My dad used to do that all the time. Well, he still does. He's not dead or anything, but... right, let's do some rotations. So we get a better... Oh wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Let's not make the same mistake twice. Huh? Oh, we're still in time warp, that's fine. Turn off the SAS, there we go. Make sure the orientation's nice. No, it's just the idea that someone would give you, like, you would prompt someone for such an obvious answer. You get them. You're like, beef cube, oh something, oh. And then they go, Oxo. It's like, well, yes. I don't know. It works better in practice. Right, anyway, let's continue to rotate. Let's rotate shapes in my mind until the bright side needs to be, like, facing the planet a bit better. Oh, that's... I'm comfortable with that. Yep, I can live with that. That's about as perfect conditions for a landing. So we're gonna do the suicide burn, and I'm gonna fuck it up, and we're all going to die. Although I don't have comms at the moment because we're not facing the planet. So suicide burn is basically like you. I'm not very good at it. It's impossible to describe. But basically, the way I do it is I kill my horizontal velocity and then my vertical. One and then the other. But that's inefficient because as you're falling, obviously gravity increases it. Whereas doing this, you do both at the same time. And I've done it before, but I'm just not... I just prefer to play it safe. But I'm fuel short. Only got 1500 to get onto the moon and then off the moon and back to Kerbin. So if I can be more efficient, I will. So we're going to lower it to about 5,000. Is that a good periaps? And just hope we don't hit anything. Although, have we got comms? Yep, we've got comms. Oh, but we're still warping. Alright, here goes nothing. Basically what you do is you just keep it locked on this and it'll just slowly burn off your orbit until you land. But I do want the new periaps to be about... That's good. That's a good place. Stop. Me and my buttons. Yeah. So I'll basically just bleed it off over this arc. And if I do it perfectly, or close to perfectly, I will actually have about 900 left over, which should be more than enough to get back to Kerbin. I think anything less than about 500 would be really pushing it. I don't know I don't know how much is to escape Moon. And I'd want a little bit extra for adjustments. I don't know, basically. We're winging it. Got plenty of charge. What's the comms status going to be like for this landing? Perfect by the looks of things. We will not be occluded by the planet until about here. So yeah, we're going to be fine. I have to spend some time on the moon rotating around so we can get into a good launch position. So yeah, you basically want to get as close to the ground as possible. It's very high tension stuff because, yeah. So you just want this to get as low as possible. And also there's two different things. So that's sea level. So it's 13,000. But I'm actually at land level, so because the mountains are about 3 kilometers high. And dropping. Because I'm about to go over that crater, I think. I'm not. But we're just going to do it in real time. I don't want to sweat it. What I will do very briefly while I've got time is angle myself towards the sun just to make sure I've got full electric charge. Use the time that I've got. I'll probably start my burn at around 5,000. Yeah, because I could bleed off about... Yeah, I could probably bleed off about 10 meters per second. I don't know. We're still going up. Well, kind of. The other thing about doing this is it's kind of a gamble on where you'll end up landing, because it could basically be anywhere between like here and here. So I might end up landing somewhere very shit. But it is efficient. And that's what I need right now. So you can see it bouncing up and down as we go over these little hills and mountains. I forget how high the highest mountain is. Probably about 5,000, I think. 5,000 meters. Ideally, you'd want that to be like here, but I haven't done it ideally. Because we are gaining speed as we get closer to the ground. It's only going to be a couple of meters per second, but every little bit counts. Every little helps, as that lady used to say. I'd like to be clear of that hill. So yeah, you can see we're dropping pretty fast now. Been watching a lot of air crash videos. I was actually going to play Microsoft Flight Simulator before coming on. And I decided to do this instead. I thought Microsoft Flight Simulator might be too boring. This at least has space in it. And a chance of catastrophic failure. No, I've just been watching them. This mentor pilot guy. It's pretty good. Very good if you know, if you love flying. A lot of very wholesome videos about flying. I recommend this one about the Tenerife air disaster. So about 5,000 will do the burn. See, we're landing. Not a lot of great landing spots here. Tell you what, I might actually wait till about 3,000. Although I do have to be aware of communication. No, communication's not going to be a problem. Yeah, look at that. Plenty of communication space. Oh, is that a monolith? Are we flying over one of the monoliths? No, that's not a monolith. What is that? Is that one of the arches? That's one of the arches, I think. So yeah, there's a bunch of little Easter eggs on all the planets. There's like monoliths all over the place. There's these little arches. I think somewhere on the moon there's a tribute to Neil Armstrong as well. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go for 3,000 instead. Hope I can bleed off that much that quickly. I could probably, because it's not. It doesn't take that long to bleed off that speed. We've got a lot of thrust, so I could probably afford to go even lower. But it's basically just how much I feel comfortable with. I think 3,000 is about as much as I feel comfortable with. God, you can see the shadow there. Bedtime for us. Okay. I'm nearly done. Well, kind of. Here goes. See ya. Oh, nice autosave timing. Yeah, 3,000. 3,000 is about as comfortable as I feel. See you in the dream zone. Yeah, 3,000. Fuck it. No, I'm not even going to wait for 3,000. That's how power I am. So slowly bleed it off. Okay, bleed it off faster. You want to keep it like below, don't you? Because you don't want to be exactly on retrograde, because you want to change your direction a bit. You want to be pushing it upwards. Okay, this is actually pretty damn good. Good place to land as well. Okay, we're coming in a bit fast, so let's get this down. Oh, flickering. Let's get this so we're perfectly vertical. That is pretty damn good if I say so myself. That is a damn good landing. Let's get perfectly upright. As long as you're going at about 5, not even. Fucking perfect. Whew. We've got about 756 units, which should be enough. for a direct burn. Right. There we go. And temperature, of course, if I can see it. Where is it? There it is. Right, we're going to be out of power for a little bit. Where's the sun? Yeah, we're recharging very slowly. Right. Now we just need to get back. With 756 meters per second of fuel, I think that's possible. The only problem is doing the maneuver, because I don't have maneuver nodes, unfortunately. So I kind of have to eyeball it. So we take off from about here. So that person said 1 o'clock. What direction though? I imagine just 90 degrees. Yeah, just take off at 90 and just hope. Or would it be 270? Let me think. Yeah, it'd be at 90, wouldn't it? Shit. Well, I've got time to think while my ship charges, so... Imagine if this is late, this music is very soporific as well. Soporific, however you pronounce it. Right, I'm going to quickly see if I can Google it. It's not cheating. NASA would Google it too if they had the chance. If they had Googled during Apollo 13, they would have Googled it. Right, moon return flight. Says you need about 900 for a return, so I might be boned. But maybe I'm built different. Right, I might just have to wing it. I'm gonna think it's 90. Well, I'll see. Is it 90 or 270? Take off heading east, so that's 90, isn't it? No. east is 270, so it's 270, right. Taking a punt. We're going to take off, fly to 270 at 270 degrees, which is east, I think. Or is it? Hold on. How do cardinal directions work? No, 90 is east, isn't it? Yeah, I'm an idiot. It's 90, sorry. Take off at 90. Rotate the ship so that we're facing the right way. Don't fall over, please, while I'm doing that. Just want to... No, on this east is 270. North, east, southwest, yeah. As long as it's this way. Oh, am I on the South Pole? Is that why? No, I'm on the equator. I don't know. Fly to 270, that's all I care about. So let's speed up time. We'll see if we can pull off the Great Escape. Hold the phone. To wait a while, I think. If I do it from here and go 90, it should be effectively the same way, isn't it? Fuck it, let's find out. Oh wait, I have no comms. No, I have no charge. Oh, it's because it's night time, isn't it? Yeah. Damn it. Right, well, let's wait a bit then. Cannot work faster than 1x while the ship's under acceleration, excuse me. Oh, did it fall over? It fell over. So I want to take off now. I can do this, I've done it before. Oh, come on. If I just kick myself up using the rotation of this and then just spin it back around. Oh, good. Just another frigate. Oh, wait. Yep, do that, but land the other way. Shit. Just G for gear, that's it. Is that a cigarette butt? You can do it. Just land ass side up. If I turn SAS off, maybe. Because the SAS might be trying to... Well, I managed to make this thing breakdance pretty well, but unfortunately... getting it to face upwards is proving to be a task. Oh! Well, that's done it. Ah, well. It probably didn't have enough Delta V to get back anyway. We'll call it there. Death by breakdancing. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to wrap up there. I'm tired. I'm very tired, actually. So I'll deal with that later. Thank you all for watching, and as always, see you in the Dream Zone. Wow.